All right, good morning. So, this is a presentation from IMC Tech presenting the findings to Blizzard Entertainment, the company that asked for our services. I am Andres Miranda for the class ETEL 601 with the professor Esther Rubio. All right. Alright, so human resources tried to contact us and about some findings they had. So the human resources from Blizzard Entertainment, Joe Bauer, said to us, "Dear AMC Tech, we are reaching to you in an inquiry. I have assessed some problems I have seen throughout the year. These problems include some valid complaints from customers. So I decided to dig further and collected some facts that were actually right. These are the lack of literacy, the lack of understanding customer support, and the lack of knowledge of product lore. So we need that you would come to us and provide your services for a TNA and a workshop for them based on the findings and your recommendations. Cheers, Joe Bauer, Blizzard HR representative." Okay, so we as a company decided it was a solid company and we can give it a shot. So AMC Tech Professional Services in Workshops, Mr. Miranda. So we answered, "Dear Joe Bauer of Human Resources in Blizzard Entertainment, we would like to thank you for the opportunity of working with such a great company like Blizzard Entertainment. We have accepted your proposal and we dug more into it. We began to observe, interview, and make a default faculty have an anonymous survey. And these were our findings. This is what I found. It was through the lack of motivation. It was through the lack of grammar and literacy. The lack of knowledge in the product lore, I observed that. The lack of knowledge in gamification systems. Most of them didn't know how to reward. Too many breaks. They were taking too many breaks and they had too many deadlines unmet. They had problems trying to be organized or organizing plot lines in the organization or using organization structures. Based on these observations, to solve this problem, we have recommended a workshop on literacy and gamification. This workshop will help the participants understand better concepts of motivation and rewards, meanwhile building the need for literacy and business grammar. To produce the product of the highest quality, you might need your workers to understand the importance of writing correctly in English and how to organize story elements. We will prepare this program for you and get in touch with you soon. Yours truly, Andres Miranda, AMC Tech." So I just put here the objectives that we saw: the lack of motivation. We will include a video reflection. The lack of grammar and literacy. We will include graphical organizers and business grammar. The lack of knowledge in product lore. We will try to do a sequence of events or order of events. The lack of knowledge in gamification systems. We're going to talk about motivation and reward systems. Too many breaks and too many deadlines unmet. Productivity by understanding the motivation or having the correct motivation so they can finish their deadlines. The tools will be video multimedia, grammar structures assessments, reading comprehension assessments, sequence of events using the product lore. So each product has a lore, they have to use it. Motivations and rewards videos or podcasts. So the instructional design is ADDIE. We're going to use ADDIE. The theme is literacy and gamification. The subtopic is when you understand, you can motivate others. The goals of this instruction design is to understand the importance of motivation and work ethic, meanwhile improving your grammar, and the importance of literature in the product lore and organization structures. They will be capacitated in specific lectures and plot schemes and business grammar exercises. They will acquire skills, meanwhile gaining more knowledge on gamification, reward and motivation structure for the betterment of the customer and consumer. They will work on both in groups and individually to solve problems based on the needs. They will perceive and integrate the skills in the workshop as a solution to the problems. So this will be an integral part of what they have to do, because this will be our goals. So here we have it. We got the audience, that is the participants or employees, programmers, products of the Blizzard Entertainment Company. The objectives, that are they will learn the importance of motivation, gamification, literacy and grammar strategies. They will recognize the importance of being structures. The sub-teams, that is questioning, why do I need this? Why do I need performance literacy and to have better performance? What is my duty? What should I do? What should be my motivation? Why should I recognize the importance of lore in the products? Okay. The strategies will use multimedia resources, learning modules. The activities will be establishing motivation, and dissecting the motivation theme, answering assessments about literacy and grammar, achieve greater system rewards of motivation by using gamification in the products. We will use the media, of course, will be part of the strategies, the videos, images, web pages, and tutorials that will be used throughout the presentations. Appraisals, the initial reflections, analysis of organizational schemes, and literacy structures of programming sequence and events integrating gamification, and the pre and post test. Evaluation. The evaluation, we will evaluate the practice exercises. They will be anonymous, but still they will be evaluated. The facilitator survey and the auto-evaluation of the pre and post test. Still, they were going to be anonymous, but we will actually know if there was a betterment. Okay. The workshop, it begins with the introduction. So these are the topics of the workshop. This is the time, and these are the annotations. So it's gonna be a total of 180 minutes. So the pre-test, the introduction of us will be 5 minutes. The pre-test will be 10 minutes. The initial reflection will be 5 minutes. Literacy, lore, and organizational schemes, part of the class, will be 30 minutes. The importance of grammar in the workplace will be 25 minutes. It could be a multimedia video or an explanation or a direct class. Then they will answer and do some grammar literacy activity assessments, and it will be a group work. Then we will go to the gamification, motivation, and reward systems. This will be another multimedia video or YouTube or a direct class. They will receive then a gamification activity that will be individual, a post test if they learn something new, and questions and closing if they have any questions, so we can close our workshop. So the pre and post test will consist of a series of questions that will be answered following that what they initially know by a scale of numbers 1 to 5, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest denominator. So 1 is lowest, 3 is almost, and maybe, and number 5 is like, it's the great, it's high. I know, I understand, that's 5. So in the reflection we talked about gamification. Okay, The reflecting is a needed part of any presentation and also in gamification in order to gain an empathy with the audience and knowledge upon the work we are about to do. This choice will utilize the information and manipulate and motivate the needs of the user in order for them to engage. So the message I put here is honest self-reflection opens your mind to reprogramming, change, success, and freedom. Okay? So we need to be honest in order to reprogram, change, and have success, to have freedom. Literacy and grammar activities. The participants are, after seeing the video and explanation and how and why these topics are important, they will answer the following assessments. 1. They will need to read a part of a short story, then put it in order of events from beginning to end by using a plot diagram and sequence of events. They will read a sentence and fix the grammar errors and they find using the skills given in the workshop. They will write a short essay on why the product lore is important for the quality of the products and how grammar helps in the process of obtaining a better quality. So this is for the first parts of the workshop. The gamification activity. After that we have the gamification activity. This is for individual purpose. Based on the lore of the product, they will create a character that will need something of his surroundings and will need a goal. That character is a customer. Okay? And they will need a goal and a reward in order to obtain understanding of motivation and reward. So that character must have some characteristics. Why is that character born? Why did you make that character? What is his purpose? What is his surroundings? What does he have to do? What is his goal or purpose in life? What drives your character? Is it love, hate? What drives your character? What does he actually do based on the lore? So he must have a lore. Why does he have something? Why does he have to do something? Why? What will your character gain if he plays along doing that something? What is the end reward for him? Will he gain something else along the way? Does he have an antagonist? Someone who is against him? Why does the antagonist dislike your character so much? So you have to answer these questions individually, as you will understand why playing along is needed and why rewarding someone handsomely for effort spent is important and beneficial to others. So you're going to write 5 sentences of what you find about motivation and rewards from your character that consumers are needing and how you can help. Okay? So of course you're going to build your own character, you're going to answer those questions, but you have to do also that small 5 sentences about what is the motivation, how you can help motivate consumers, because that's the point of this workshop. So here we can see how intrinsic and extrinsic motivation mechanics work. We got the market and the social. We got motivations and game mechanics and desired behaviors. Okay? So in the intrinsic, we got the social contact, the status, the mastery, the purpose, the acceptance, curiosity, and competition. But in the extrinsic, we got advancement, money, goods, points, and rewards. So we can motivate others by in-game or out-game. And we can also gain as a company. We have to build the game mechanics on cooperative and team competitions to share most, on gifting items, on making challenges or invitations to play with other friends, so they have other people and they will not feel alone in this game. This will help motivate. Also, we can give an achievement system, badges for inviting others to play, points for liking and sharing, areas to unlock by inviting other players or people to play. And then we got the facilitators and the incentives. The facilitators are sharing recommendations with friends, so they will be, of course, motivated about the social aspect, and they will be, okay, hey, you gotta play this game. So they will share a recommendation. They will invite friends to play together, and they will have friends visit the site to obtain gifts, because the site will have to keep giving some kind of gifts in order to maintain them, to get them to be motivated but hooked. I would say hooked on your service. The incentive is evangelizing the site to new users. So you're going to say, we're going to put our site everywhere, our game everywhere. We're going to post it everywhere. With advertisements, we're going to put it in social media like Facebook's or others. Okay, so that will be our desired behavior to get to X kinds of users. So 100,000 users, for example. Okay, but we may want millions hooked on our service. That means more money, and that means to have a better product. Okay, so this is part of it. So we already talked to the company about the costs and agreements. This workshop will help your participant workers gain lifelong skills that will help them and maintain them motivated throughout their lifespan. Gain a fair understanding on the importance of reading and writing correctly, and reflect upon the importance of being an important worker for the company. Also, they will be empathic to customers and of the products, by them making better job decisions and better quality products. Our workshop will include all materials and certifications. Each participant will cost the company $500 each, with a minimum of 10 individuals taking the course. The initial fee was of $1,550 for developing of the workshop, in which they agreed for our services, and the total of cost of this workshop will be of $9,000. Each extra participant that wasn't in the workshop will have a late fee of $200 extra of the $500. By this, they agreed they will provide the services provided above in the proposal we already handed in, and will be ready for administering the workshop on a week from now. An administrative part from the human resources can be integrated at no cost, like the boss, CEO of the company, if recommended by human resources. Thank you for using our services to obtain a permanent solution to your problem. Hope we will do business once more. We will be in contact in order to sign the contracts for our services. Cheers, AMC Tech Team.